we're talking about removing a vagina from its housing, right? So we're gonna have to slice a vagina out. Boobs and vaginas. Did you miss the boobs? You did miss the boobs. It was interesting. There was fully naked women everywhere, just popped up out of nowhere, stuck on spikes, and yet. All right, I'll worry about that in a second. And yet, no nipples on the boobs and no actual detail in the vagina. Like, there was just, like, vagina place, but no vagina feathers. Like, it was like a Barbie vagina, is what I'm saying. There were boobs. Shit. Was there any armpit? I don't know. I wasn't looking for the armpit. I was mostly looking for details in the genitalia. Mike? Vagina feathers? What? What the actual fuck are vagina feathers? I don't know. I was trying to think of a term to describe the lack of detail. Like, you know, the featherality of a vagina would be the detail. I think lack of detail explains lack of detail pretty well. I don't know, man. I was trying to think of something. I wanted a noun for what was missing. Like, right? Like, you get me, though. Like, there was... The location of the vagina was present, and yet none of the actual vagina was there, and I wanted a noun for the actual vagina. And I guess I could have just said actual vagina, but I felt like there's some word for that, like the lines of the vagina, or like the... I don't know, man. There's something there. There's something there. No, Mike Feathers, you nailed it. See, Kitty's got my back. Labia? See, it, but I'm not talking about any particular part. Did you mean labia? No. Like, I'm talking about, like, all the different parts. Like, imagine you're drawing a vagina. And you draw, like, the outline. Like, you draw the legs and the whatever amount of the waist you need to have. And all you really have is, like, you got the hourglass shape and then, like, two little lines for, like, where the legs are, like, meeting. And then you don't have anything else, right? There's nothing else. It's just a crotch at that point. You could put a penis there, you could put a vagina there. Anything can happen. But anything you add after that is what I'm talking about. All the extra shit, what makes a vagina a vagina. You know, the hair, the flaps, oh, the whole shebang. No, I'm not talking, not the vulva. I'm not talking about any particular part of a vagina. I'm talking about everything that makes a vagina what it is, man. All the details of a vagina. I suppose details was really what I needed. Literally laughing so hard, I'm flailing. Get your arms under control, man. Oh, creepy house. Fuck yeah. I'm laughing so hard right now. I think mannequin genitalia works well. Yeah, no, that's more or less the end destination that I eventually got to. I was like, it's like a Barbie vagina. And you know how Barbies be. They ain't got no feathers. So the vagina is aerodynamic. I mean, I'd say if I were to make a list of like top and bottom most aerodynamic things, like split things into like yes and no aerodynamic. Yeah, everything in the world has to go on one side. I think I'd put vaginas on the aerodynamic side. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking about a vagina as a standalone object, we're talking about removing a vagina from its housing, right? So we're gonna have to slice a vagina out, and at that point, you can make it whatever shape you want, right? Like you can make that vagina airplane shaped. When you just like, cut an airplane shaped piece out of the woman, which contains the vagina, and that would be extremely aerodynamic. I can't follow this train of thought at all. You really can't? This is pretty simple logic, man. You cut the vagina out, all right? You cut it out in whatever shape you want. It's like imagine the woman is a piece of paper, right? And you know, you can turn a piece of paper into whatever you can imagine. You'll cut a piece of paper into a star, right? And you know, just imagine then the piece of paper has a vagina on it, and you cut an airplane out of the piece of paper. Gonna be honest, don't even know what a hot pocket is. Dude, hot pockets are alright, man. It's like a wrap. Like imagine, like I mean, I might be wrong about what a hot pocket is. I've had maybe one hot pocket in my life, but like it's almost like a dumpling or something. I don't know. Like it's like this. It's this ball of dough, right? Like this dough, and then inside it you have like fillings. I think they're generally like kind of like pizza. So like you'd have your marinara sauce and some cheese, maybe some pepperoni or something inside the dough ball. And it's not really a ball. It's almost like wallet shaped. It's like, sort of like a long, pouch. It's kind of vagina-like, if you think about it. It's like, if you got like a round peg for a round hole, if you imagine a vagina-shaped peg for a vagina-shaped hole, it would be the peg. It's kind of dumpling-like. I thought so. Dumplings are generally deep-fried. And I don't know if Hot Pockets are deep-fried. I mean, I assume the dough is deep-fried before they freeze it, but I can't say for sure. It could be baked or something. Would a Hot Pocket be aerodynamic? Oh, certainly. Hot Pocket would go on the aerodynamic list without question. I mean, even if you threw it sideways, it's easy money. Hot Pockets go into vaginas. I haven't tested it, but I have a strong suspicion. Why aren't dicks fit for a vagina-shaped hole, Malbec? I mean, I'm not saying, like, I'm not talking about the hole of the vagina. I'm talking about if there was a hole shaped like a vagina. Like, a vagina hole is hole-shaped. You must imagine, like, we're going to talk about, we got to scoop the vagina out again. Don't think about the vagina as a hole in and of itself. We need to use the shape of the vagina to bore a hole that would then be vagina-shaped. We're talking about a lot more vaginal area than just the hole going on here. So if we combined a Hot Pocket and a vagina, would that be aerodynamic? Hole is not a shape, Malbec. Holes are circular, all right? I'm talking about circular holes, man. Traditional, hole. Hole-shaped.